Yeah, today we are right here on the Ibeju Lekki axis of Lagos State. Um, in Ibeju Lekki, we have places like the Lagos Smart City. We have places like the Lagos Smart City, the Dangote Refinery, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the Lekki Free Zone, as as well as the Lacampine Tropicana. There are a lot of resorts, there are a lot of company coming up right here. You see, this is where it is actually happening. We all know that a lot of realtors have talked about it. I myself as a realtor have talked about it a lot of time. But right here today, I'm going to be talking to you as the MD CEO of CNL Homes Limited. Right here in Ibeju Lekki, we have our CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 1. Here is the CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 1 where we already started fencing. The extension is still going straight down. And at CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 1, this is the reason why clients are actually buying it. I need to tell you this. First, it's a property, it's an estate facing a well-tarred express road. You see, this express road is directly coming from it's directly so this road is actually coming from Lacampine Tropicana, which now leads to our estate. And to God be the glory, the work have started. The project, the work on the road of reconstructing the road straight down to Ibogun have started, as you can see in this video. And this was as of 2 weeks ago when I came, no, sorry, last week when I came around, and the drainage on both sides are being worked on as well. So next now is in the next slide, you're going to see the present state of the road as at yesterday when I came to site. The road has now been fully tarred and now everywhere can easily be accessed, unlike in the past. Weeks ago or so. This is where we are right now. This is the Igbogun Expressway. So, like before now, this road used to be a terrible road to ply compared to that part we are coming from, because no matter the kind of car you are driving there, whether an SUV or a small car, definitely once you drive on this road in a day, your vehicle have to visit your mechanic the next day. But thank God we are here today, and they are still going to extend the construction straight down to where the Igbogun community is. So this is so lovely. West Atlantic Petrochemical and Shipping Company Access Road. The company is straight down there, and it is just few minutes away from our own estate. You can see. So, and some other companies are moving. They are the one who did the drainage there, and they are also going to be doing some other things as regards development on this axis as well. People are buying just directly because it is facing this expressway, one, and then number two, it is also strategically located within Ibeju Lekki, Lagos State. Ibeju Lekki is the happening area, industrial area, where all the powers that be in Nigeria are now putting their money. And Ibeju Lekki is proposed to become the largest industrial city in West Africa in a few years' time. Even it is not yet, we are not yet there yet, and we can see what is happening. It's a very big thing. That's two. And then number three, what can you see right behind me? Can you see some fencing? that's development already ongoing within the estate. And if you are buying, definitely when you are buying from any developer, you don't just buy property and nothing is happening there and you expect the value to appreciate. It can never be possible. The value will only appreciate. The value will only appreciate when I say that. The value will only appreciate when things are being done within and around the estate. So let's say things are being done around the estate, definitely it will affect it. If you are not buying this location, these are the things I need you to know. These are the things I need you to know about this property. First, there's what we call, there's nothing, let me clear your doubts, there's nothing called hidden charges when you deal with CNL Homes Limited. And then first, you already know that you are dealing with a renowned realtor that understands the business of selling properties, selling landed properties in this axis, and then dealing with all parties involved without creating unnecessary issues for both clients and the community. That's one. Comrade Nuruddin Abdusalam is a realtor now turned real estate developer. Thank God for that, and I really appreciate all clients and prospects that has been with us over the years to date. That's one. Sorry, that's two. And then number three, you also need to know that for you to invest in a property like this, you need to know all the rudiments, that is the stage. You need to know the payments and the payment plans, so you don't just say oh, I saw 300k on the signpost, I saw 700k on the signpost, and how come this one is coming in? No, we don't do that. We give you the breakdown and we let you have access to everything you need. First, the first thing you need to know is the price of the land. The price of the land is actually 700,000, which ended yesterday. Price increase will start by 12 noon today. By the grace of God, that's the pre-launch show. I can't say if we are gonna extend it or not because clients have been calling. Clients have just been calling. That's one. And then you also need to know what are the other payments. The survey plan. Yeah, the survey plan is not something the real estate company will prepare it herself. It is always prepared by a registered surveyor, which will now be submitted at the office of the surveyor general. Right here, we are giving issuing out a provisional survey, which is 200,000 naira. So that means for the registered surveyor that will prepare it and also get it across to the state government, definitely they have to pay. We have to pay them. So that's why we charge for survey plan. And then deed of assignment, which is always prepared by a lawyer, which is always prepared by a professional lawyer, for it to show that there's actually a deal between the client and the company. That's the deed of assignment. So we will have to pay the lawyer for that. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a real estate developer. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't prepare a deed of assignment myself. It is expected to be prepared by a professional, a lawyer. So for that we are charging 100,000 naira, and then development fee. You see, for all these blocks, for every clearing, for the signpost, everything we are putting down here, it is money we are using to buy it. When we bought the land, Omodile didn't actually do the fencing for us. So definitely there is a reason to charge for that. So for the development fee, which is called preliminary development fee, you are expected to pay 300,000 naira. So once you pay 300,000 naira, that will cover for the perimeter fencing, the extensive clearing of the estate, the gatehouse, and then paved road, internal paved road within the estate as well. So once that is done, by the time the estate becomes fully functional, that is influx of people start developing within the estate at their own choosing time, then we can deliberate on the charges for the electrification of the estate, the recreational centers, within the estate and lots more within the estate. We can deliberate on that, because we can't just give a figure, and then things change when we actually want to start working on such. So which isn't actually good, advisable for both parties. And one thing is, we don't say what we can't do. So when we say this, we try to achieve it. When we say this is the little we can give, we try to do that. And when we say this is the unique thing we are trying to picture, we are trying to paint here, we try to achieve that. So once you've now completed the payment, the next thing will now be, oh, you've now qualified for allocation, and then our physical allocation will hold. Our physical allocation is projected to, oh sorry, our physical allocation is projected to hold by um, our first physical allocation year is projected to hold by um, May 2022 this year. So once we have that first physical allocation, then th- all those who paid for the land, the survey, deed of assignment, and development fee will qualify to own, to have their land physical allocation. That's when you can now start saying, I want to start doing my fencing, I want to start doing this on my land. But if you only pay for the land and you are yet to pay for the documentation fee, you won't be able to get your allocation. So for you to get your allocation, you have to make payment for all this. Once all these are done, then you can get your allocation. But once you are unable to do all this, definitely you can't get your allocation. And like we stated in the FAQ, the survey the survey fee is subject to review, because we don't determine the charge for the survey. It is determined by the Lagos State government, in conjunction with the surveyors group as well. So we don't determine it. So we can't say by tomorrow, when this entire place turn out to be a city, definitely you don't know, and you are yet to pay for your survey, then definitely Lagos State government will be charging 200,000 naira, or or that same amount in that period of time again. So all these things are things you need to take note of when you're buying land, whether you're buying to come with Nuruddin Abdulsalam from CNL Homes, any of our CNL Homes projects, whether in Epe or right here in Ibeju Lekki, or you are buying from another company. But I always expect all my prospects and clients to buy through me or buy from us, so we can easily give you the best of the best in this industry. So all these things are terms you should take note of whenever you are buying a landed property. So by the time, but if the developer is said he is not charging for it, you take note of it. But if he's charging for it and you are unable to pay for it, they may not give you your physical allocation until you complete all those payments. Shikina, kò jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́. So that's that about that. So right now it's selling for 700,000 naira per plot, 300 square meters, and then 1.2 million naira per plot. 1.2 million naira per plot, 600 square meters. You can get started with 300k initial deposit. This is an offer you shouldn't miss out on. That like I said, the launch sale ends today, February 10, 2020, February 10, 2022. We do not know yet if we are going to extend it, but if peradventure it is extended, I can't say yet, because clients have been calling that I want to pay tomorrow, I want to pay today, but we shall have to do something, because we can't just leave this estate like this. We want to keep working for you to beautify the estate, and for you to be proud that, yeah, I'm glad I invested in this location. So that's that about that. I'll leave you here right here now, and then give you an update on the development when next I come to the site. It's Nuruddin Abdulsalam of CNL Homes Limited, calling you now to come and mine the gold of Lagos real estate in Ibeju Lekki, the largest industrial city in West Africa today. Thank you and God bless you. Amen. Let's mine the gold of Lagos real estate. And you can get started with initial deposit of just 300,000 naira. CNL GOLDMINE City Phase 1 Ibeju Lekki. Title freehold. The survey plan. Plot sizes 600 square meter and 300 square meters. This is the best option for you for land banking right here in Ibeju Lekki. Just some minutes drive away from Lacampine Tropicana, with close proximity to places like Lacampine Tropicana, the refinery, the deep sea port, as well as the deep sea port, as well as the deep sea port, as well as the refinery. What more? Yeah.